everybody talked about this from last weekend. I don't know where Dave and Ross fall into this. I'm going to bring this up, and then I'm going to do a quick light rant. So we had WrestleMania 41, where everybody's losing their mind over John Cena winning the title back off of Cody Rhodes, who, nothing personal when I say this, I think he's a great guy. I don't understand why the fans leech this guy so much. I never understood it, but being a company guy, he's the guy that should have had the belt and everything should have went down last year. And you had your Roman Reigns going on for 3 straight years. What I got to say here is Vince McMahon was the guy who obviously built wrestling to what it is today. Vince knows ups and downs and a Monday Night War, which he lost for a little while and then comes back and takes down WCW and ECW falls, and he owns everything. That is a guy that would Vince McMahon's a guy that sleeps like 2 hours at one point. Like this guy, even when he gets to the top of the mountain, he's just like, what's next? The guy can never settle. He just has to work. And that is why the WWF, WWE was so successful. In 2020, when the world was shut down and people had nothing to watch, people flocked to the WWE with no audience, which I tuned by once. I was like, I can't watch this with no audience. This is just weird. The ratings went through the roof. The money that this company has generated for the last 4.5, 5 years now is amazing, but Vince is not in charge. Hunter is. This is the first giant pushback where the fans are so mad. I'm curious now, is this guy going to be able to be battle proven? I'm just curious because this is not Vince. This is a whole different guy running the show of how a bounce back is going to come out of this. I'm not telling you the pay-per-views are like, I'm just saying for how high they are right now, they've been knocked down a few pegs here. And I'm curious how they make the comeback. Ross, did you see? I know you're more of a highlight person.
Yeah, I wanted to watch these, but unfortunately, I just have had a lot going on, guys, with the 2 grad classes. But so I saw some highlights. I saw Cena's after response presser gaggle, which is pretty hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm kind of torn because I'm a bit of a Cody fanboy coming over from AEW, and I just thought he had the right personality and the right look. Of course, he's second generation from a dynasty. Although I am a legacy Cena fanboy, a Boston guy, a Massachusetts guy. I'll probably be the only fan of Cena's acting in movies that you could find because I'm quite a big fan of those. But it was a bit of surprise, the heel turn, interesting. It's pretty interesting. Given
it was interesting, and then them two got very boring, and then Cody's hitting him with his finishing moves at their promos. I'm like, well, what's the point? I think Cody was going to win, and then it's like, oh, he didn't win. Okay. I was like, okay. Compared to the other end when I thought they let the cat out of the bag way early, and you knew Paul was going to run off with Seth. So to me, that was cool, but it was ruined.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. Along the same lines. It's just a little bit underwhelming. I guess they're going to try to set up a rivalry thing as to how it looks, and I don't really know how Seth and Reigns fit into that. It feels like a little bit convoluted, a little bit overinflated with they're just trying to take every guy. It's almost like a Rumble thing, right? Like they're just taking every top name and throwing them in there.
I think this is a Paul Heyman 30 years later is going to start a dangerous alliance over again. And they're going to sure. He picked Steiner's son and everything, Braun Breaker. I don't know why his last name's not Steiner. I don't know what the story is with that, but bring up a new team and all that. Yeah, that's what I think they're going for.
Yep,
but
definitely.
To me, they're knocked down. Dave, I'm not sure if this is even a topic for you.
I like John Cena's Peacemaker. That's all I know.
Dude, Peacemaker's great. Love that show.